Hi guys, so just kind of a chill day. So it's just kind of one of them like lazy kind of chill days. We've been in the bed most of the day.
We're making food.
Yeah, it is. What time is it?
A
quarter
too late to be making breakfast food.
And we're making breakfast, so we'll just call it brunch. I know in our last video we talked about doing more or discussing more serious topics. So one that we really wanted to touch on was communication, because I don't know how I thought our relationship was communication wise, but apparently it's not the greatest.
Understatement of the century.
You said it's an understatement.
Yes. But like I said, it's honestly, it's been getting better.
Which I can kind of see, because I used to be one of those people, which I'm working on it now. To where if I felt a type of way, I would hold it in or keep it to myself, which I know that's not a good way to do things.
Extremely unhealthy and toxic to your body.
And when you're in a relationship with somebody, you should feel like you can talk to them about any and everything, and it shouldn't be a problem. But you're like that too, though.
Huh?
You're like that too, in a sense as to where you don't really like. I mean, I feel like you've gotten better at it too, because I always used to tell him, I'm like, well, I'm here for you, you know, if you want to talk about anything, you know, I'm like, I don't know if you feel like I'm going to judge him or what the case is, but,
I don't know, when maybe that goes with the depression. Not to say that I'm depressed, but a lot of people feel depressed because they feel like they're alone.
yeah,
I'm saying when I explain stuff to people, I feel like they never understand what I'm saying. So it feels like I'm just talking to a wall and therefore wasting my time.
But it's, I don't know, in a relationship, I don't know, well, not even me specifically, but just in general, you don't know how to help your significant other if they don't tell you what's going on, so you don't know.
That's what I tell you all the time.
What?
I'm saying when you be upset, I'll be like, I can't help you. I can't help if you don't tell me what's wrong. But that's just women in general.
I mean, but I'm one of those people, if I'm dealing with something where I don't want to talk about it right then and there, I need time to kind of like cool off or like think about the situation first. And he knows that I will eventually tell him what's going on. I just don't want to be bothered at that point.
If that's the case, then we gotta put some distance, because you know you can't be around me, you know, being all stank like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, say you coming over here, right? So I'm like, if you're gonna feel that way, there's no point in you being around other people, because then you'll just, I don't know,
but at the same time, I don't want to be by myself. I know that's kind of weird, but I don't know, but you know, I will tell you what's going on when I feel like telling you what's going on. I don't know, I just don't like.
The amount of time in between, it varies.
It does. But I don't know, my mom does this too, and I have said this to you before, you're kind of like my mom in that aspect when she keep asking, well, what's wrong, which I get, y'all just want to help. But
at this point, I'm over that.
But it's like, not to say that makes the situation worse, but it makes the person more irritable, because I really just want to cool off and not talk about it right in that moment.
Then just tell me you don't want to talk about it.
Right in that moment. So let me put some pepper in here.
Women, if you don't want to talk about it, say you don't want to talk about it. Don't say that there's nothing wrong, because obviously, even though we are not the brightest, we can tell when something ain't right. So instead of being like, nothing, or if it's our fault, let us know what we did when we asked, instead of trying to make us figure it out. Ain't nobody got time for retracing breadcrumbs. Like, get to the point. If we can fix it, we can fix it. If not, get out my house.
I don't know, but I feel like, and I thought you were gonna put my two in there with yours.
I am. I was waiting for it to streak down.
But no, and I'm one of them people, and I don't know if all women think like this, but I feel like
you should know what you did.
They should know why we got upset. I feel like they should know what they did wrong, because, and I'm not saying that every instinct, or incident, but like, let's say we went from being happy, right?
To being sad.
And then after that, oh, you got popped.
Yes.
And then after that, all of a sudden now I'm mad, and you can't fit.
But
what
there's
happened
so
in between
much that
time.
could have happened in between that period of time. One day, like say Monday you're happy, right? And then Thursday I notice you're upset.
But I'm not saying that amount of time. I meant like we spending the day together today. And let's say I'm happy now. And by the time we get finished cooking, Lord forbid, let's just say, and when we get back there and start eating, now I have an attitude. So it has to be something in that little bit of time frame that
so
just
many
happened.
things that you and I have done within that, I don't know, hour. There's so many things we could have said. And now I have to play, Inspector Gadget and try and figure out what was the trigger, because there could have been multiple.
Okay, I need to dump this up.
You got a container? Yeah. See what we deal with?
Don't make it seem like y'all don't do nothing, though.
I'm not saying we don't do nothing. I'm just saying. Just make it easy. And that goes back to communication. It's like you feel like you don't want to, tell me what I did, then you ain't trying to fix the problem.
I mean, it ain't even that. It's just, like I say, sometimes you just really don't want to be bothered at that point, so I don't want to be bothered. If I'm mad at you, I don't want to be bothered with you right then and now. So...
Well, then keep your distance, I guess? But the thing is, they still be under their man or whatever, mad. Like, you want me to figure out what's wrong? Obviously, you want it too, right?
Yeah.
You don't want me to figure out what's wrong, or if you tell me. Like, if you're gonna be mad by yourself. You feel me?
I mean, but let's just say, like, once we move in together, when you live with that person, it's hard to do that. So now what, we gonna be in separate rooms?
Yes.
Or somebody gonna be on the couch? Or, like, what's the
Like I told
thing?
you, I'm never sleeping on the couch unless I want to.
Does that go with what people say, never go to bed mad or angry or whatever?
It's not even about that. It's like, I pay the rent, I pay half the rent, I'm not sleeping on the couch unless I want to. I don't care why you're mad. I'm not sleeping on the couch because you told me to. I'm sleeping on the couch because I want to. Remember that.
Yeah, it is.
You can't you gonna make what? What you gonna do if I get in that bed with you? Exactly. You can't pick me up. You can't brute force me to sleep on the couch. So you either gonna turn over.
Oh, you don't have this milk thing.
No. You'll be alright.
Come on.
You either gonna turn over mad, or...
Yeah, you can turn this off if we're done with this.
I'm gonna lose my train of thought. You can either turn over mad or just lay there like a regular person and get some sleep. You feel me?
I don't know. I don't know. If I'm mad at you, I guess
You don't want to be near me?
No.
No, you're saying no that you don't want to be near me?
Right.
Do you sleep on the couch? What?
No. And we're both pretty prideful people.
I'm not prideful.
You are, hard-headed? What's the word I'm looking for?
Hard-headed. Not even, I'm a very reasonable person for the most part. I am, however, extremely passive-aggressive, as people have told me. So, I don't like confrontation. I try to avoid it, but at the same time, like, I'm not finna, if we in the same house, I'm not finna avoid you.
Oh, well, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna avoid you.
I'm saying,
I might just go in my beauty space and not want to be bothered.
That's fine, because the beauty space is a separate room. When you start monopolizing rooms that we both need, that's a problem.
But I get real silent, too.
Yeah.
So I don't say nothing at all. like people will try to talk to me and I just don't say nothing. Like I don't know, I guess I shut down.
Yeah.
But which I'm working on that because that does not solve anything.
Definitely don't.
And it does not help the situation.
Definitely don't.
So We're all a work in progress. No relationship is perfect by any means. And that's like, I don't know. And we have been together for a long time. But you're still learning because we both growing as people. We got together back when we were in high school. We're not the same people.
High school sweetheart.
We're not the same people that we were in high school that we are now. We're still kind of learning ourselves, still growing. We are still young, so it's like...
But we need to give each other time to learn ourselves while we're in a relationship. You know?
No, what you talking about while with the... Like what?
I'm saying,
while
like,
we went through that whole thing.
We're still learning, so we also need to make sure that we don't lose our individuality in the process.
Mm-hmm.
So time apart... to, doing whatever we need to do or want to do is recommended.
Oh boy.
I understand why. Yeah. Distance makes the heart grow fonder and all.
But you can lose yourself in a relationship and just get so wrapped up in the other person.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be like that. So yeah, we could definitely work on communication. Cause it's funny, cause even like we're not around each other and we'll be on the phone, and he'll ask me what's wrong or whatever, and then I'll say nothing. Let's say we get off the phone, then I'm like, you know what? I should have said what was wrong, or I should have just spoke up, and then I'll call him back.
I respect the fact that you took the time out to text me.
Yeah.
So, it could be worse.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it could be better.
Yeah. That's just like I don't know if you want to share it, but we had another incident over kids, right?
Yeah, because I didn't want any?
Yeah, because I think I've let it be pretty known since the beginning that I wanted kids. I said I wanted 2 kids. I said I want a boy and a girl, but of course I'll be happy with whatever I get, but I'm 25 and he'll be 25 this year, and my whole goal or my plan for life, don't get me wrong, I know stuff never goes according to plan. Never. But I had said I want to start having kids at 30. And so it was brought to my attention that he had said he didn't want kids. And then when I asked...
Correction, I said that honestly, I never really cared to have kids. Because I believe that was when your mom asked me.
Right. And she made it seem like you didn't want kids at all. And I'm like, well, no, we've discussed that. And I'm like, he did not tell me.
It's getting hard already.
He did not tell me he didn't want kids. And then it was a whole issue because I'm like, am I wasting my time? Because he knew this is what I wanted out the get-go. Like, all of that. And I'm like, it was very frustrating because I'm like, I don't want to waste my time. I got like, at the time I was 20. No, I might have still been 25. I'm like, my clock is ticking. If I'm going to start having kids at 30, and I'm like, if you're not on the same page as me, then I'm like, we need to, like, am I wasting my time? We need to just be done. And it had got to a whole point when we had brought his mom into the situation. Kind of like intervening.
A real life.
But I think you were thinking more in the moment now and not future-wise when it came to having kids.
No, because I wasn't going to have kids right now.
That's my point. That's what I'm saying. It seemed like you were thinking more now. And I said, of course, I don't want kids now either.
I was meaning more so
like,
long-term at the time. Like within the next... How many years ago was that?
That wasn't that last year that happened? No. Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
It's been since I've been at my job.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it has.
That was a while ago. Well, we're not gonna. Okay.
We're not gonna argue over that, but just know it was in the past year or so that happened. Because I had said I was about to be 25. Didn't I say that? Or something along the lines. No, it wasn't.
Like when your mom asked me, that was.
No, when she asked.
That was a while ago.
But she brought it up to me more recent. Maybe when she asked you, it might have been a while ago. But she brought it up to me more recent. It was like the last year or so. But I was just irritated because I'm like, am I wasting my time? You know, we've been together for so long. I'm like, damn, am I really gonna have to go back out there on the market, like find somebody else? Because we can't come to agreement, like we're not on the same page, and I don't want to force him to do something he don't want to do, like all of that. It was a whole thing. Well, I made it a whole thing. Is the handle hot?
This part was.
Oh. But yeah, his mom, well, she always has wise words. She always does, and she uses her life experience to spit knowledge on us.
Yeah, because you've been through a lot, and she's simply one of those people who
Oh my God, all in the way.
had a plan like you.
And it didn't.
Nothing went to this. She didn't plan to have me and Brittany, but she's happy she did. You know what I'm saying? At one point, she was going for construction. Like it don't go the way you planned it.
No, which I get that. But it was a whole thing for me was I didn't want to force you to do nothing you didn't want to do if that was the case. And then whenever we talk about stuff, I feel like, just from my perspective, I feel like I'll never get any type of, not response I'm looking for, but like no type of reassurance. There we go, that's the right word. No type of reassurance. So it's like the talk we just had, like I really still don't feel at ease, and I still feel like the problem was not addressed. So
as you can see, we are very dysfunctional.
I mean, but we working through it. It's not as bad as it was, right?
No. But hey, you slip up and it could always return there, so you gotta stay on your toes. Word to the wise. Don't be in a rush.
And that's another thing. People get comfortable in relationships. Like all the effort you put in the beginning in the quote unquote honeymoon phase. I hear people call it the honeymoon phase.
Why?
Because it shouldn't be a phase. You should feel like that or treat the person like that all the time. I mean, not 100% of the time, because of course you go through stuff, you get mad at the person, blah blah, all of that. But it shouldn't.
I get mad at you, but I never stop loving you or caring about you or wanting to do nice things for you because I care about you.
Exactly. But they be like, oh, you in the honeymoon phase and all that, where you want to be all up under each other and love each other and all that type of stuff. Like, you should never let it go, I guess. Or, because I'm not saying you got to be under them 24/7, because that's definitely not realistic by any means. But,
and plus, I'm a person who loves my alone time.
Me as well. It's just times where I want to sit there and just think by myself and get my thoughts together and all of that. But I've always hated that people say the honeymoon phase, because I feel like that's the first, like, what, 6 months to a year of the relationship.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
More than likely.
Because they're new.
Right, they're new, you really intrigued with the person, you're very interested, you go above and beyond.
Within that year, I'm getting to know you, but what's driving me is that partial physical attraction. Like I said, this is...
I know, my mouth is crusty.
You're fine. But yes. Yeah. That camera's gonna die any second.
It definitely is, and y'all don't look at my hair, don't look at none of it, because...
So I'm thinking we should wrap it up?
I guess so. We was kind of all over the place as we usually are.
Correction. You usually are.
So you never all over the place?
I am, I just don't verbalize it.
Okay,
I just walk back and forth and get lost in thought and wind up not doing anything.
But yeah, this was kind of random, spur of the moment, all over the place, different topics. Feel free,
you
like I
just said the
said,
same
to
thing like 6 times.
Still leave us suggestions on what topics y'all want us to talk about. Any questions y'all have, video ideas, because we still want to do more skits as well, along with the pranks and the challenges. So just let us know. Leave it down in the description box. And I mean, I guess that's pretty much it for this video, and until the next one,
which will be Sunday.
Well, it won't go up until Tuesday though, but
it'll be filmed on Sunday, and then from there, you know, the magic happens.